Let's get into it straight. All right, you guys. So, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Euphoria tapping in. As you guys can see, I'm on the phase of my wash and go where now, excuse me, hold on. Let me make sure I tap into the right Wi-Fi. And now I'm in the part of my twist out, or I keep wanting to say twist out, my wash and go where you have to put it up in a pony because it's time to just have it up. So let's get into this live today. So the help is coming, right? Protection is coming. So for the chosen star seeds, as we all know, the goal of life is to ascend, is to evolve. Not, I heard some Masons other day on a live, and they were saying that the goal in life is to survive. You know, I hear what they were saying with that one, but I don't like the idea of mass influencing people in this aspect of having them think that their only goal in life is to survive. Because you see, the goal in life is to evolve and heal yourself. If you tell people that their only goal is to survive, what is survival connected to? The root chakra, the lowest chakra of them all. You don't go anywhere if you stay at the root. You don't get to your crown. You don't get to ascend. You don't get to enjoy, the luxury and the beauty of actually like going up the whole entire ladder of Jacob. So let's make sure I stay in the right frequency, because if I go in the right bubble, I mean the wrong bubble, I might actually lose my transmission. And I don't want that right now. So with that all being said, well, I'm getting my capsules together too. Y'all make sure y'all order some capsules. I'm sending out orders today. If I don't have to go do hair, I'm just waiting for him to respond to me. I'm gonna finish sending out orders. So get you some parasite detox capsules. They help you get parasites out of your gut. Your gut is your second brain. And when your gut is clean and clear, you can think straight. You don't have mental fog, you don't get as tired. And I don't eat meat. I don't eat a lot of starches. So I don't really have the issue of not feeling my best or my highest self in the morning. I pretty much get up and go because I'm not trying to digest a bunch of food that I actually packed into my gut that's corroding and dying. So as we know, when you eat meat, it takes at least 5 days to digest in your stomach. So literally the food that you had in your stomach at the beginning of the week is still in there at the end. And that's just sluggish. You carrying around a bunch of weight, your gut is bloated, it's fat, it's big, it's not flat. You're not giving like six-pack abs, it's not giving cinched at the solar plexus. So let's go ahead and breathe through our solar plexus real quick. A fire breath. So fire breath is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the stomach expand. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 out the nose or the mouth. And you have to bring the air up into the chest and pull the stomach and the diaphragm in. So, oh, there goes one. All right, you can do 50 of those a day. With Queen Afua's Sacred Woman Journey, they teach you to do 100 of those through every gateway. By the time you get to the end of the last gateway, you're doing 1,000 of those every morning. And that breath work keeps your solar plexus and your willpower strong so that you can actually have the willpower to direct your life in the manner that you see fit. Some people might say it's a cult. I don't believe so. Everything that has CLT in the front, or CULT rather, cult culture. It's a culture, it's a way of life. It actually is Queen Afua bringing you back to the African way of being, where she's teaching you about womb yoga, dancing, eating healthy, getting meat out of your diet, not dating toxic men, talking to your womb, asking her questions about, what happened to her when you started to feel like you didn't feel well, things of that sort. So it's far from a cult. It's far from a cult. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, every single group is a cult. If you have a job, that's a cult. That's the culture of your network. There is the culture there. That's the cult. Y'all do things there that aren't done in other places. If you go to yoga, that's your cult, because y'all do things in yoga that are rudimentary. If you do Pilates, that's your cult. If you what's up, Boston Flavors? What's up, Dre? What's up, Weldy? So a lot of times people will say cult, 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 and the word cult is really it's it depends how you look at it, because cult culture. So people in Africa have their culture. Us in America don't really even have a culture, because American culture, my sister drew this a long time ago, but this is American culture, y'all. It's a skeleton with an American flag that has the salute sign. Basically, it's a bunch of dead people walking around, dead presidents. You just blindly following the masses, not even thinking for yourself. So we know that American culture is not, it's dead works to be an American. All out. I'm an American. Oh, okay, well, what are your roots behind that? Because everyone that's in America was brought here. through some kind of transport, whether you were born here. My ancestors were Gambian and they were both to Canadians. And that's where my grandfather's side of the family came in at. Whereas my grandmother, I think her great grandmother or her grandmother, she was like maybe Indian or some kind of Native American. They had like 15 kids. They were in West Virginia. So you see, everything is a culture, right? A culture. So to blindly follow that flag with no other identification of your past is dead works. It makes no sense. So I don't approve of that message. To just follow blindly behind that flag. I love being American. You know, we do have a lot more rights supposedly than other countries, but the things that they make us do don't really make sense sometimes, or a lot of the times. Sending our kids to schools where we know that they're teaching them to literally just be cubicle workers versus having an individualized way of thinking based on who they are makes no sense. Other countries like China, Japan, India, they're teaching their kids to cook at the age of 5 at school. They're teaching their kids to grow food at the age of 5. They're teaching their kids to dance at the age of 5. They're teaching their kids to be who they are so that they can actually specialize in a job that is aligned with their sole purpose at the age of 5. So they're not going through a midlife crisis like us. Oh, it's our Saturn return. I don't know what I want to do. Like at their Saturn return, they're trying to figure out whether they're buying a house or a condo or a car, you know? So it's a little bit different. What's up, Jason Brown? So their midlife crisis, their Saturn return in these other countries where they're teaching their kids to be who they're supposed to be at the age of 5 is a little different. Whereas over here, we're like, life just doesn't feel right. My spirit is blocked. I don't know what's going on. Am I dead? Am I alive? I don't know what's going on in my mind, my spiritual awakening, because we've been programmed to be something that we're not our whole entire lives. And it pains my heart that in families, we're not allowing our children to really follow who they are. Like with proper guidance, being raised under Jehovah's Witness Christianity, we don't pledge the flag. Look, shout out to y'all. Because I was in a Catholic school my whole entire life, and they had us every morning put our hand behind our back and I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. I'm like, bro. And there was a point in time where I actually, as a kid, was like, I'm not standing up for this. And they're like, Sierra, get up. We're about to go to lunch. You need to. I'm like, bro. I knew as a kid something wasn't right. So, you know, but neither here nor there. The message here is the chosen ones just know that protection is coming, right? So getting into the right groups, getting into the right algorithms, because every single group is an algorithm, right? Everything's an algorithm. Instagram has its algorithm. Your culture might have its algorithm. You know, my grandparents have their algorithm, how they operate. My neighbors have their algorithm. Everyone has their individual algorithms or their cult or cultures that they operate by. And when we learn that we all need each other, because if we don't have people who do things different than us, then the purpose of us being steadfast and strong and vigilant in what we do would make no sense. So if every single woman woke up every morning and they put their makeup on and they wore a red shirt with a white skirt and black shoes, black loafers every single day, what would be the point of being the one who wears a white skirt and red shirt and black loafers every day? It would be pointless. It would make no sense. But to be in a world where everyone else is wearing all black every single day for whatever reason, and you decide to go out the house with a bright yellow dress on, it's like, wow, you stand out from the crowd. Or if you decide to wear a lime green sequin shirt, you stand out. So it's like we're allowed to finally realize that we do have the ability to be individual. Because in other countries, in communist countries, they don't really allow women to go outside in certain ways. And even in Arab countries, you know, there was a woman who went over there and she got arrested and went to prison because she wore a midriff shirt when she went to a certain temple in Saudi Arabia. So we do have a lot more rights. But in Saudi Arabia, you know, the balance in the check is their crime rate is 0. There's no one committing any crimes. No one's getting robbed. No one's getting murdered because everyone has money. Because if you make over $100,000, you get no taxes taken out of your money. So you take off I can't wear, you know, slutty clothes in public, right? Well, I don't know why people would want to anyway, right? But I'm not judging because we're all different, right? But I can't wear them outside in the public, exposing my body to multiple men that probably don't want me anyway, or just want to sexualize me. When they look at me, as soon as I look at them, they trying to imagine what it would feel like to be in my aura. Versus, oh, I mean, I could wear it in the house with my husband. I could just, you know, and I just don't have to deal with no crime. I got a maid, I got a nanny, I don't have to work. I'm just being in my feminine energy, sitting in the house, talking to all my girlfriends, eating food on the phone all day, ordering Jordans all day. It's a different culture over there. That's their cult. That's their culture. That's their algorithm. That's their way of life. They operate on a different frequency. That's why their money's more valuable because their women there are more at peace. So when you go to Saudi Arabia and go to these Middle Eastern countries, you're feeling different. You're feeling good because the energy is not stressed women. Because see, the reason America feels so stressed is because they have so many of us women in the workforce being masculine. So the protective men are trying to come through and save the women who don't need to be working like that. Like myself, I'm a masculine woman by Sagittarian demand. However, men see me in this state that I'm in, where I'm now potentially going to be, without home in the next 20 something days, 20 days. They see that situation. They're like, oh, well, I'll just take you up out of there and, pay for you to get everything done. You just be my masseuse. I'll take care of you. You ain't got to do nothing. All you got to do is tell me how you want to make money and I'm investing in business. And yeah, I'm good. Like, as long as you just being my divine feminine woman and you ain't got to do shit, cool. That's cool with me. Like, I ain't mad at that. Join the team. And people look at that situation for me, right? And they're attacking it. And it's like, well, this is what you're putting me into. You're putting me in a state of survival. And the men are just like, oh, I got her. I'll take her. So, you don't value that right there? I take her. She can join my team. No problem. Bring the kid too while you're at it, baby girl. So, but again, the women are more valuable there because they're more at peace. So that money there is 3 times the value of our money because to do transactions there is completely different than to do transactions in America. Right? Because in America, all of us are, I got more money than this nigga, and these niggas ain't shit, and I'm paying all the bills, and I got a big dick, and yeah, and I'm gonna lay the law down, motherfuckers. And it's like, what man is gonna sit here and feel comfortable coming home to a woman like that? So the protectors are coming in to protect these women. If you got it made, just say that's here. I don't have it made. I used to when I ran my own business and I was in that masculine energy. And I'm like, oh, I'm making $1,000 a week. So if you ain't, matching that energy or you not trying to take me out, like, I don't want to deal with you. And I was very celibate for like a long time. Like when I first moved into my apartment, I think I was celibate there for at least the 9-8 months before I decided to date somebody and like sleep with them. And it was somebody who I slept with at the beginning of COVID. So it was like, I don't really be getting around town like that. So, my value might hit a little different too, because I ain't outside. I mean, hey, I was young when I was like in my early 20s, but that shit died out. I'm like, all right, so what's the investment process? What is this phallus gonna bring me? All right. Hold on. Let me read what you done said. They suspended me for not being with that. I'm 7th grade. Something says stop doing that shit. Okay, look, all right. They don't like us to not have our own mind. Right, 5th grade, they had us write that the American flag means to me. Shaking my head. I won't be the savings bond, but walked away with more knowledge than I started with. Okay, look, they try to do that same stuff. Like, what does it mean to you? I'm like, the American flag mean red, white, and blue to me. It looked like the police, red and blue, and then white people. That's what the flag looked like to me. It looked like red, white, people, and blue is safe. I don't see nothing about black people in there. So the flag to me just means that the white people are safe and protected by the police. That's what it meant to me. But no, I don't. She can have it her way, big Sagittarian. I mean, because that's what we're supposed to do again. So let's get back into the protectors. So the protective men who come through to not snatch your daughter away, but give her the life that she deserves. And we should be raising sons that will be able to do that too. Like, I'm gonna raise you that you're gonna be so strong and so in your power that when you find the woman in your dreams, you can buy the house, you can take her out, you can get her nails done. Everything that I wish somebody could have did for me, I want to make sure that you can do that for other women, right? So what we do is, let me make sure I cleanse that out. Oh, there's something in there, some stuff in the firewall. Sorry, y'all, I had to recalibrate. Look, so when you find that a man is actually trying to do that for your daughter, I find that to be a compliment. A man is finally coming through to like give my daughter the soft life. So now her energy is gonna be so abundant, so she could call me on the phone in the middle of the day and vibe with me while I'm at work. She can bring me out of having to work a job every day instead of being jealous and trying to attack it, right? And I think a lot of the times, like I saw a post last night that said, if your mother is your mother and she decides to argue with her, just walk away. which I've tried to do. But if I do that, I'm looked at as disrespectful. If I engage, I'm looked at as disrespectful. So it's a lose-lose situation. So some people are like, just stand on business, say what you need to say to your parents, right? Which I've been fine with doing, but it's like it causes a rip and a tear in the relationship. And Queen of Fool this morning just posted, it says, your most important relationship with anybody in your life is your mother, because that's your relationship to the world around you, you know, because even as women, we live in wombs too, until we have to become the womb that provides for our entire organization, our own family, our own husbands, our own children, our own grandchildren, and we don't have our matriarchs ahead of us anymore. So we're being prepared, and that's why sometimes our lives are harder as women, because you know, we know, well, the matriarchs before us, they had to be masculine, so they make us tough, versus the matriarchs making us more like, you know, be soft, docile, and make sure you get behind a man that actually values you. That's all you got to do. Like literally, that's it. Because my great grandmother, she's 92 years old and she's still spoiled as fuck. And meanwhile, my stepdad, I mean my grandfather, he chilling. He's sitting in the bed getting his ass wiped every day. He got money in the bank. You know what I'm saying? He did the right thing. She did the right thing. They met in DC. They had 3 kids. They did the right thing. Even if their kids don't want to take care, they still can pay somebody to take care of them. You know what I'm saying? So they did what was supposed to happen, right? They're living in alignment with their purpose, with their natural flow. And I came here with the intention, even though I really didn't understand what my purpose was coming to my mother's house, it was to reignite the natural flow of things. Like, this is what's going on in the world. This is where we're having an issue. And this is why we're feeling like this. And this is how we can heal this. It's really hard to take this, like to have this conversation to like, because I know if I was on the other side of this, right, I might feel attacked if someone was telling me like, and I used to feel attacked. I'm like, you're such a man. You're such a man. You're such a man. And I used to look at people like, why are you saying that to me? I'm not a man. But now I understand why they say that, because when I was making that money, I'm like, I got $1,000 a week, baby. I don't got to talk to you. You ain't got to talk to me. I don't have to look at you. You ain't on my level. And it's like, why would you say all these things to a man and expect him to want to come home and suckle your breasts and expect him to want to come home and cuddle you? As a woman said, how do you deal with a man that's more sensitive than you? And it's like, baby, he's supposed to be sensitive. Get with a man who's hard to you and see how he gonna handle you and see what you got to deal with. You're not gonna like that. It's not gonna feel good. A man should be able to come home and be sensitive and be open and be vulnerable. It's the issue is people come home and they put up a brick wall around themselves and then expect everyone else to walk on eggshells around them. And it's like, well, what did you teach me? You know, you didn't really give me that safe space to say, okay, well, when I come home, hey, how y'all doing? You know, what you want for dinner? Like it was always very high frequency, high stress levels, high energy. Like it always gave like it never gave like, okay. And it's not, and again, I'm not blaming nobody for this because we only could work with the tools that we had. But once we learned that we had the wrong tools, when we have the people that we produce now go out and say, okay, so these were the tools that we were supposed to get. Oh, I got to look at that. When my son comes home to me one day, he's like, Mom, I'm leaving you. I got a wife. And I can't be around him to be like nurtured by him, and I can't nurture him no more. I got to be happy because I raised him to be a husband. Like that was my goal for him to have his own family and for him to be happy and be strong enough to support them, to be able to be a fighter, but also have a heart, a good, open enough and good enough to a woman that he's not going to make her feel like she's not valuable to him, that she's not going to feel like she got to hide in the corner. And when he come home, all he's going to do is bring all his weight of the world. He's got to, I'm raising him to be soft still, because he's going to need to be soft to his woman. You have to have a soft side so that you can learn how to operate with women. Because how are you going to want to be a husband, but all you're doing is boom, boom, grat, 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 and you're doing it to your sisters and your mother and your aunties and everybody else. But then when the woman who's coming through trying to make the change, because again, I don't want to see my mom working. She's 52 years old. I don't want to see her working no more. I don't want to see her going to job. Like she got to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the mirror, get ready and go out. I don't want to see that shit. I'm trying to go find a man that's going to put me on so I can get on, so I can make sure she ain't got to work no more. Because I thought that was my stepdad's job, right? But no stress to him, because I understand he's a black man in a white man's world. So you can build yourself up, but then you end up falling down. And if you ain't got the right support system behind you, then or you might have a woman telling you, "Oh, I'm paying the bills," yeah, and y'all arguing like because of what happened to us in the past. Because this was all programming. This is not anyone's individual fault. When I make these claims, it's not about my mom. It's not about my dad. It's not about my stepdad. It's not about my granddad. It's about the society that has raised us for centuries to be like this. So when you see someone like, "Oh shoot, my eyes open. This is how we fix it." The goal is to say, "Damn, she got it. All right, bet. Thank you." Because this moment of me getting kicked out, I could have been like, "Oh, I'm gonna be homeless. I don't know what to do." But I found men that are like, "Oh, I mean, if anything should happen, you could just come here. I'll take care of you. I got a job where I take care of all my daughters and my ex-wife and all of this." So, I mean, and if you want to also be poly, that's great too, because I mean, you can start a business, she'll start a business, and I mean, let me know how you want to run this. The door's open. Let me know what you want to do. So, and my sister had the opportunity as well. She had moved out at one time because she had, had to leave. But she was too, because again, when you do this too early in life, you're still curious about everything else in the world, right? You're still curious about that old vibe. So she was still curious about her old vibe, and which a lot of us women do, and we go to the old vibe, and the old vibe is the one that messes it up. But if we would have stayed with the original person that gave us that opportunity to be a soft woman, and we understood what it meant to be a soft woman, instead of my man like, "Well, I make $50,000, and then you feel attacked because you're not making $50,000. I make $50,000 in like 2 weeks, and you feel attacked." Like, it's like, "Oh no, yeah, exactly, boo. Let them know you make $50,000, yeah, every 2 weeks, period. Yeah, let them know." Versus trying to compete with your man, because then he now doesn't feel like he's a man, and now you competing with him. So that's how you mess that energy up. But when you're like, "Oh shoot, my husband makes $50,000 every 2 weeks, bet," and then you gassing him up, he has the energy to go out and go make the money, and then he's happy to come home because it's like you got a vagina sitting there waiting for him, and it's unstressed vagina. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Men, when they get to lay in some cootie cat, as my sister would say, that's peaceful, that's been in the house cooking all day, cleaning all day, playing with the babies all day, gardening, putting the hands in the soil, meditating, deep breathing, that cootie cat hit different. It make a nigga never want to leave. Trust me, because my ex, he's still on my ass to this day, and he won't admit it. On my ass. Every morning I wake up, I'm like, "Who is this? It's you again. Get out of my aura. Why are you here? Don't you have a new girlfriend?" But it's because I was already doing those things, meditating. But when he was with me, he didn't value me. Because see, I was a strong-willed woman, and I didn't want to let him lead completely, because it's like, you got me at work with you. You can't really sit out here and be acting like this when I'm sitting here making money with you. It'd be different if I was somewhere else. And I was like, so I was doing hair at the time. If he would have invested in me and all I had to do was sell bundles, hair care products, and do like wigs from home, and he was at the salon, at the barbershop all day, things would have been perfect, because I didn't have to be around your barber friends. I don't have to listen to your shit talk conversations, your big up my dick conversations. I didn't want to hear all of that stuff. So it was throwing me off. But again, I wasn't fully in a space of being able to receive the opportunity as we can get it out the mud together, because he was trying to humble me, because he's like, "You making me look bad with your strong ass energy. You supposed to be gassing me up to make me be the man, and you acted like the man." And I couldn't conceptualize that completely, but at the same time, it's a different way to do it. You got to communicate. If you don't have the communication power or the ability to communicate with your significant other, then it still creates a blockage still, and then you can't grow. But I kept trying to sit him down and have conversations like, "You make me feel like this when you say this. You make me feel like this when you say this." And every single time I would have these conversations with certain people, all they would do was yell over me. And I'm just looking at them like, if you could just hear what I'm saying and receive it and don't take it personal, you would be able to grow from what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're not a great person. I'm not saying that you're a shitty person. I'm saying that we have trauma that we're projecting onto each other right now. And if you could just stop doing that, it would help all of us. Stop projecting your trauma onto me. Because if I'm the one energy source that makes everybody happy, how the fuck are we all going to be happy if you're shooting me in my neck every day? If you're stabbing me in my back every morning? It doesn't make sense. If we all as a family want to heal, we all have to be in good relationships. We have to be having good sex. Everybody has to be having good sex, good relationships, good love, because love is the answer. It's not about, "Oh, you stay here and I got you prisoner with me forever." Like, no. This is not Rapunzel in the castle. This is not the Sleeping Beauty. This is not a Disney story. Most Disney stories, don't they end up with the Prince Charming and everybody's happy at the end? Right. So we have to be able to allow things to change, it might feel like a death, but really it's an ego death. It's a stop doing things to manipulate. It's a just let life take its course. Because you think a deer is doing psychic attacks to another deer in the wilderness? No. If a deer get hit by a car, a deer get hit by a car. And that's it. If a deer sleep with another deer, that's it. If 3 deer end up having sex at the same time, because sometimes male deer do actually mount other male deers while they're engaging with women. If that happens, so be it. It happens in nature. But they not out here like, I'm going to third eye energy you and make you beckon to me. And they're all just aligned animals in nature. They're just doing what they're supposed to do. We as human beings forgot that the goal was to procreate and evolve, not survive, because survival is in the root chakra and it keeps us very low in frequency. We have to start creating our desires, which is, I want to have a life where I can do A, B, and C, X, Y, Z. And you create that. And then you are confident with your willpower and you say, I've completed it. My willpower is strong because I'm doing what I want to do. And this is what I said I wanted to do. God damn it. And you got to also do some exercise, because that solar plexus, like right now, I ain't gonna hold you. I know I got some people leaning on me right now, but you're not supposed to lean on me. You're supposed to be leaning on your girlfriend, your wife. You're supposed to be in a committed relationship with her. You're supposed to plug in with her every morning and tap in with her. Hey, good morning, babe. Hope you have it. I want you to have a good day today. I was thinking about you as soon as I woke up. Let me know if you want to get lunch today. I could go ahead and meet up with you. Woman, wake up. Hey, honey, I see you left before I woke up. I'm sorry I didn't make you breakfast this morning. Hope you have a good day at work. And then connect. That's what you're supposed to do. People be missing it because we so busy on trying to have control and power and survival, the fittest. Red light. People not even thinking with their green light no more. Green light, go. Your heart, love. You can't go to the 5D consciousness until you open up your heart. That's what the Lionsgate 88888 portal this year was about, which I experienced here this summer. We're supposed to open up our hearts and find more love. I never came here to intimidate or disfigure or manipulate people. It was just, hey, we're doing things a little wrong, and here's a few solutions that you might want to take heed to. Because I'm a problem solver. By the testings that I took, the learning connections inventory test I took, it learned me that I was a technical reasoner, which is a problem solver. I like to take things apart, see what the issue is, and then put it back together. I'm a puzzle solver. I like Sudoku puzzles, crossword puzzles. I used to do jigsaw puzzles all the time when I was a kid. I'm a problem solver. I'm a puzzle fixer, finder, put together. I see what pieces fit with what, and I put them where they're supposed to go because that's how my brain works. That's just how I am. I can't help it that I see what the issue is and I want to fix it. What's up, Starsh? So that's just how my brain has been functioning since I was a kid. I'm like, this is the problem. This is the problem. All right. So if we fix these two things and turn them this way, they'll fit together like this. Bet. Now we got a solution. Now everybody's happy. That's just how it's always been. So when I get around these situations where it's like somebody rather drain me of all my energy and plug into me and make me feel like I'm unvaluable, it's like, whoa, that's not the solution here. You're supposed to be plugged into your significant other. It's not about pulling someone else's energy and stealing from them, because when you steal, you will be stolen from. You see, when I woke up, I had my energy that I have today. I didn't go to nobody and say, let me plug into your bum hole and suck it out of you and use the spool and siphon from you so I could look big and bad today. I woke up with what I had today. Sierra's energy, my chest was nice and big because the man that wants to support me was pouring into me, and he gave me an allowance of energy. You know what I'm saying? We were connected. We were cyclic with our energy. It's cycling. It's a circle. You stay connected to one person, your man. See, America now is teaching us to connect to your boss and connect to your coworker and connect to your friend. And now you all over the place and you trying to figure out where your energy at. See, you're supposed to stay plugging with your man, and the energy is supposed to cycle between the two of y'all all day. And y'all's love account that y'all have, y'all share with the world. And then you have more children to add into that to make make it go faster. The more children you have, more bubbles, more energy. Their friend circles are connected to y'all. So then there's your network that you have, right? However, people forget that if your network is asking someone to leave the network, then you now are supposed to be firewalled out of their existence. Meaning the point where I'm told that I got to leave the house, well, then you shouldn't have access to my energy no more. I'm good. Yeah, we're good on that connection. You don't want me here. So you don't want my energy. You know, you don't value me. I'm not valuable to you. I'm just a piece of shit that you want to throw out on the side of the street, like the street. That's what you said. That's what by your definition, that's how you view me. So if I'm sitting here having a wall up or a guard up because I've been treated this way for the last 6 months, again, projecting trauma onto people who have already done healing work, you now are the issue. You now are the virus in the algorithm. Because nothing that I'm preaching right now is bad. These other oh yeah, you supposed to be single, and these women want to come around and get men to take care of them, and they ain't got nothing in the bank. They ain't shit. Oh yeah, all these podcasts telling y'all the wrong shit. Well, my girl, she make 2 million because you worked with her, right? Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur, what did he made sure he gave her what, 2 mil before he got locked up, and she turned it into 6 by the time he came home? That's how it's supposed to work. You invest in your woman. You don't steal from people around you. Like right now, I have somebody trying to steal from me. I can feel the root work. I can feel it pulling out of my gooch. I can feel the energy. And it's just like they continue to do this to me every morning. But then when I sit here and I walk around the house and I don't speak, now I'm a bitch. Because you want to suckle off my teeth like I'm your mama. I'm not your mama. I'm not your girlfriend. Once you decide that you want to be with a woman and that's your woman, you and her are connected by the hip. You don't go looking for stuff from other people and I'm gonna steal all your jewels and I'm gonna give them to my girlfriend. Are you fucking stupid? But then when I find somebody who wants to protect me, now you want to fight. Now it's a damn dog fight and everybody mad and everybody upset. What kind of okay? So the thing that I'm learning from this situation, or I think the message that I'm projecting to you guys, performing for you guys, enlightening you guys on, the protectors are coming. So for love is going to win. Divine partnerships and counterships are coming together. So people who are going to value each other as team players are going to come together. We're not going to be having people just laying around getting suckled on by the whole entire world. That's not fair. I'm not your slave and you're not mine. I would never treat you like that. And it's crazy that people who I've never treated like that, who I've always looked at as a high-ranking individual in my life, are doing low-ended things like this. So the protectors are coming. So like I said, when I was told that I got to get out by Christmas, I'm like, okay, well, dude got a big old house over there. He said I could come do massages every 2 weeks. He paid me $360 a day. I ain't mad at that. Go ahead. You blessed my life. Thank you. Cool. We straight. Like, But sometimes those catalysts happen like that, where you have to get kicked out. You have to get pushed into uncomfortable situations for you to evolve. So again, the goal was never to survive, because if survival was the goal, come on, mom, let me stay. I don't have nowhere to go. Government assistance, please help me. Take everything you need. Take my whole family. Take my heart. Take my willpower. Leave me out here stupid and dumb. I give up everything. No. Evolving is, you know what? I need to submit and become a woman and a wife anyway. That's what I've been learning about anyway. So who do I want to be a wife to now? Who's doing what I want to do in life? Let me go date. But every time I find somebody that date me that want to keep me safe, they be off day. Like, no. 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 I'm not doing that no more. I'm not going to be your lackey, your footstool, knowing that I got all this beautiful information in me and I got a glow and I got a brain that could heal the whole entire family. I could take every single person in this house out of work right now with my brain alone. I'm like, so you got good credit? All right, so get 3 business credit cards. Go get $50,000 on each one of them. All right, now you got $150,000. Oh, excuse me. You got $150,000. Invest that into your business. Do a t-shirt business right here. Make a logo over here. Bet you me modeling. Tell your photographer friend to come over, do a photo shoot out there in the woods by the trees. Okay, boom. You like to make shit look good. So We gonna all get condos. So you got real estate under your belt. You know, your girl do this. Everybody get a condo. Matter of fact, let's get some fourplexes houses and let's own a whole entire neighborhood. Let's go buy the block up. Bet. All right. So you go in and you design all of them and you get the other ones rented out to everybody else. Okay. So you design all of them. We take pictures of our own houses that you design, and then you just go ahead and rent out the rest of the neighborhood. Boom. So now you and your girl straight. Y'all got money. Bet. You got money, mom, because now you doing your business, what you like to do. Bet. All right, brother, you like security. You want to do something easy. You kinesiologist. I mean, so you make sure everybody under the same domicile. You make sure everybody cool. We straight. We all connected. We linked. Okay, bet. You the nerves. All right, you and my son, because he's nerves and you know how to work the nerves. All right, bet. So boom. You over here, son. You know how to what you do. You charm everybody anyway. So yeah, go outside and be charming. Okay, boom. All right, sister, what you got? You know how to cook real good. So anytime we need to have a situation, you go ahead and you cater everything. Meal prep for people. People gonna pay you to meal prep for them because in this neighborhood, everybody eating healthy anyway. So bet you meal prep for everybody. Your kid good. She gonna wear all the clothing brands. So when we need you to do mommy and daughter photo shoots and shit like that, and me and my son, we gonna do mommy and son photo shoots to show that moms and sons can dress alike as well. We got any daddies in the collective yet? All right, boom. So what you do, sis? You got a big connection, big following. Okay, yeah, just be like a affiliate or whatever. You did that for the little cheerleading thing that you did. Boom, everybody got money. Nobody has a job, and we live in our own property. We own everything. So what's the problem? But everybody want to play with me like I'm some type of dumbass lackey that's just homeless and a bum. But see, men who value my brain and see that, oh shoot, hold on, you thinking like that, and boom, everything is in a trust for the family. And every single person that I mentioned, we all got cash value life insurance policies that we could pull out of. So not only can we get business credit, but we can also pull out our cash value life insurance policies. Boom. So anytime we need to invest in a business, we pull out our own life insurance policy, and then we gonna make the money and then pay the money back. And everything's under a trust. So ain't nothing gonna get stolen by the government. Even if we get sued, nothing gonna get taken because we don't own shit. Everything's under a trust. No cars owned by anybody. It's all underneath an LLC business. Nobody owns a car in their name. So everybody's personal credit is private. We don't own nothing in our personal credit except for maybe a credit card or two, a black card. But everybody look at me like, oh, she's a dummy. We don't want her to lead us. So like, what? I'm the problem solver. I just solved everybody's issue right there. You wouldn't be at work. You wouldn't be at work. You be doing what you want to do. You be doing what you want to do. Everybody be doing what they want to do. Nobody would have a job. Everybody be chilling. We'd have a community, a network, and everybody be cool. But people, we want to always look at people like you not it. So remember who you are. Remember who you are. Don't let nobody around you try to misguide you or mislead you, because the same thing I've been saying today, I've been saying since I was a new mom, since I have just had my son 12, 13 years ago. I've been saying this for the last decade, but nobody want to listen to me. You're like, well, why didn't you do it first? Because it requires a team in order to do all the things that we need to do. Everybody needs to have a position on the team. I've been saying I wanted a team since 2011, 2012. Nothing about what I'm saying is new. Right? But the protectors and the providers are coming through because the men who value women who think on this kind of frequency, they coming through and they about to boss these women up. Because see, you can have multiple wives, right? But you got to have a wife who's able to handle everything as far as your trust, your finances, and everything else, right? And the other wife, she might be the one who's very good at cooking. Other wife is good at cleaning. So now we have a polyamory, polyandry, whatever, polygamy. The poly family is doing well because every woman is having their own business. They're making their own money separately. So they're not feeling undervalued when the man is like, I pay all the bills in here. And she's just like, yes, he do. And when when we want to go on vacation, I get to choose where I want to go because I got my own money too. But people don't want to ever look at people like me as valuable. They look at us as a problem. They treat us like we're not valuable, like we're not, like we stupid, like we slow, like I was the one diagnosed with some kind of ADHD or some kind of mental disorder as a child. Like I was the one who was crazy and had to go to a psych ward when I was a kid. But now projecting onto me, you need to go to a mental asylum. What about me in this conversation gives I need to go to a mental asylum? This right here, what I'm giving y'all gives, wow, she's very intelligent. That's very smart, very demure. And she knows how to do all that and still be a woman. Yes. Yes, indeed. And I wanted to get that off my chest because the protectors and the providers are coming through. The angels are coming through. So if you're feeling like you're having a moment of lack in your life, if you're feeling like you're having a moment where it's like, what's going to happen? It's getting scary. I'm going to promise you, it's because it's going to help you get to where you got to go, where you're supposed to be at. It's never an issue because God is always watching it. If you trust the universe to take your hand and guide you where you got to go, you will get there. Stop trying to be in control all the time. Us women, we meant to control some things, but not everything. A lot of what we do is about flow, right? Flow, flow, flow. So I'm happy that this happened to me, but really it's happening for me. Cause like now I get the chance to go, explore some people who are very well off, and they're going to take care of me. And now I finally get to do what I want to do and just be wife and relax and just chill. Like I ain't even gotta be that hard working. I got like they like we could get you a salon. You just get some employees, just train them, and you ain't even gotta be there. I'm like, oh, Beth, for real? Like, you know what I'm saying? So these things that come through for people, we think we be trying to like hurt people and like, but I'm all along trying to help. I'm trying to help. I never come through any situation to hurt nobody. I'm sorry I ain't pull no cards today, but my son got to go to school. I'm got to leave out in the next 15 minutes. So, but yeah, like I literally always come through to help people. I never come through nowhere to ever hurt nobody. That is never my intention. That is not how my spirit operates. Like I'm always around, look, the bottom of the deck, shape shifting. I'm always around to shape shift into what's needed so that the healing can start. Like even when I did my herpes advocacy, I'm honest about my life. So for me to be honest in front of a whole entire world and just tell them about what's going on with me, like, and then teaching people about breath work, that's what I did with the herpes community. I taught people with herpes how to breathe right, because people with herpes, they get anxiety. Oh, my herpes, people don't like me. And that's how you purify. You purify your body through breathing right. You have to learn how to breathe through your chakras. Like instead of breathing through your nose, like imagine when you breathe in, the air is coming in through your solar plexus. Like, oh, now that all that pain on the back of the neck is released. Imagine breathing into your heart. Oh, now your chest is opening up. Imagine breathing through your throat. Oh, that chain, that bondage is broken. Imagine breathing through your sacral chakra. Ah, imagine flipping them upside down and putting your sacral where your throat chakra is. Oh, hold on. You done flipped the table. Now all that stress and tension that you had in your body is completely gone. Imagine flipping your third eye and your root chakra and spinning it. Now all the blocked energy is not blocked because we're literally all cosmic swirls. It's supposed to go from the heart and it goes up to the throat chakra and down to the solar plexus and around from the solar plexus up to the throat chakra. What did I say? Throat chakra already? Oh, excuse me. From the solar plexus up to the third eye and then down to the sacral chakra, to the crown, to the root, and all the way around. And that's how you keep your energy from being stagnant. Your whole circle, your sphere. Okay? So purify your aura today. Breathe like that. Imagine the swirl and take some time to just love on you. Remove all those cords that they got connected to your anus and to your gooch. Don't allow nobody to drain your energy. Have some boundaries. Tell people about themselves, because they're going to keep on telling you how they want you to act until you tell them about themselves. Okay? And when people start putting you through hell, just remember, there is some heaven, because DNA karma ain't going to hold this girl down no more. Okay? I'm telling you, go with your instincts. Because people be out here thinking, oh, yeah, I think, and then want to be all vigilant in something, but don't realize everything around here is earth and magic and fairies and fairy dust. Okay, we all living in a magical realm. The fact that I even have this phone open and you can be in my house right now with me and I'm in your house right now, this is a portal, which is ran by a clear quartz crystal. Yes, clear quartz crystals are in our phones, inside of these little cells and these little chips. So literally the crystals that they tell us, crystals are demonic, crystals are evil, baby. We using crystals to talk to each other on different ends of the world. Y'all all the way in UK somewhere, India, where Africa, y'all all over the world, internationally known somewhere, right? Okay, but y'all somewhere else, and we sit here talking, and it's a crystal in the phone. Everything is magic, but you got to open up your eyes and realize that. Okay, so use your magic wise today and manifest what you want to see today. Get out of that survival. I don't want to hear nobody talking about something. The goal is to survive. Boy, no disrespect to them because they definitely have themselves, through group affiliation, through organization affiliation. But the goal was never to survive. The goal was to evolve. The goal was to ascend, to become better. Because if we survived, then we would still be cavemen. We would have never became innovative. Well, survival is innovative because when you want to survive, you start to innovate. But that's still it's still evolving because the goal is to evolve. The goal isn't survival because if survival is the only goal, then you just keep at your same rate. You never ascend into creating something new. You never become willful and have the power to do it. You never understand what love is because love has nothing to do with survival. You can't be in love frequency if you're still trying to survive. Right? Because that survival frequency is real low. But that love frequency is like, oh, I love my life because I'm financially stable. I love my life because I can breathe right. I love my life because I got people to look at me. I love my environment because it doesn't oppose me. I love. It's not the same as, oh, I got to survive. These niggas hate me. I'm in jail. A nigga might stab me up. That's survival. But love. Because we're evolving, we're growing, we're going up the ladder. Love. And then being able to speak about it and communicate with the throat chakra. And then being able to have that vision about what you want to see moving forward. And then being able to crown yourself king once you finally make it all happen. Man, that's called evolution. Evolution. It was never to stay bottom down here. It was never to be in survival mode. It was to always evolve and get your cone correct. All right. So I hope y'all got a little lesson today. I might not have the biggest following, but I definitely know I got the biggest brain. Let me stop. No, I do know a lot of geometry too, but I just have a lot to say about what we're supposed to be doing, finding divine love. Because most of these people who got a big following and they got big, notice on the internet, they got wives, they got girlfriends, they're committed to people because you have to be in a stable counterpart situation in order to be able to keep pushing this kind of energy out and to be able to receive it appropriately. You need a platform. You need a home. Can't be out here floating around in the world, but still making an impact. So maybe that's why my impact isn't as grand because when I was in a committed, hubbub, the impact was definitely way bigger than it is now. But it's because I'm growing back into, where I'm supposed to go, where I have more connections, more reach because of my evolution into knowing that resources and network can broaden. And that doesn't mean that I have less. I don't have to be suckling from other people and then staying in a hole by myself in my little fortress. That's weird. The goal here is to evolve. What's up, Nisha Williams? The goal here is to evolve, not survive. So I hope that you guys take time to evolve today because that's so important. It's so important. SOUL, so important. Okay? I love y'all. And just know, love is all around. Do 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 do. All around. Love is all around. Okay, I can't sing the song because I can't hit that note right now. I gotta do my singing strata. Love is all around. Do, 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 all around. Love is all. Yeah, I gotta close to my sacral chakra because see, while I'm here, people be trying to rob me while I'm they rob me blind. They think that I don't know that they're in my energy. But it's a part of being a source. So I gotta go. Gotta take my son to school. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all be gods today. And remember, love is the answer. Okay? Evolve, grow, get rooted though. Stay grounded, but evolve, grow, love. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease and everything in between, because those are your tools to help you manifest your dreams. And remember, here you are heard, seen, and loved. Okay? With the love from above, not down below. All right, you guys. Remember, you're the director of your show. Peace. All around.